Hello, and welcome to another part of What If Luffy Was Never Born. Last time we checked up on Caribou, who appeared together with his brother on Whole Cake Island. And today, we're still on Whole Cake Island. We're going to stay here for at least one more week, I guess. So today, let's look at what Moria is going to do. No, we're not going to do that yet, because the time Moria spent on Dressrosa and then the time he spent on Zoe, I want to say, and because I am doing this, I will say that he spent more time in these areas than Luffy did, because consistency and reasons. So that just means Moria and the other people who would have gone with him to Whole Cake Island don't arrive there just yet. They stayed on Zoe longer, so they are still somewhere on the sea traveling with their... I'm not sure if they're traveling with a small boat or with the gigantic thriller bark. It would make more sense to travel on a smaller boat, but the thriller bark is just like his image. So if he wants to make a statement, he will probably sail on that boat. But for now, we don't look at the people sailing somewhere in the ocean on their way to Whole Cake with Pedro and all the other people, Peckhams and stuff. We look at what is currently going on Whole Cake Island. So, we know what type of island Whole Cake Island is already. We've seen a lot happening there. We actually know a bit about the geography of the island. Technically speaking, more than we know about most other islands. So, we know what's going on here. So, Beige arrives back there and basically makes Big Mom very happy because he brings Caesar with him. And then we just see that Caesar is now under Big Mom's imprisonment and he needs to work for her as a scientist, because what she wanted from Caesar was that he creates this gigantification medicine so that everybody is just a giant, and that even though she doesn't have the ability to marry into the giant family from Elbaf, she still has giants through the medicine and the science meanings of Caesar. But that is not that most important thing. Beige still has the plan to kill Big Mom in some way. I really never understood how Beige had that plan. Just imagine, this dude is so weak. He's decently strong, right? But he had no way. He wouldn't even have won against Cracker or someone there. He wouldn't have won against Snack. Maybe even Prim from last week's video could defeat him. I'm not sure how strong that guy is, but there's no way in hell his pirate crew can defeat Big Mom, even if they did the whole plan that he had. So this, you can just ignore his plan. His plan is probably 0% likely to succeed. He's stupid. How can this guy be the mafia boss of the West Blue, and he earned his way controlling all of the big mafia families there? He had such a nice background, but he's such a stupid character. So Big Mom does her usual things. She walks around Whole Cake Island doing her normal stuff, looking with the people, doing her whole musical thing, and until she basically starts craving for something. I think it was Carambush? I don't really remember what her craving was. We can still say it's donuts. And basically Jinbei arrives and gives her the donuts. Normally this is the point where Jinbei would tell her that he wants to leave her pirate crew because he wants to follow Luffy and the Straw Hats. But he doesn't have to do that here. I mean, he probably doesn't completely agree with how Big Mom does things, but he understands the meaning of her wanting to have a place where everybody can live peacefully together, which is basically the same dream that he has. He wants the fishmen and the merfolk to live an easy life or a happy life where they are on even ground together with the humans and everybody else. So to think about that, his ideology and Big Mom's dream are not that different. So Jinbei might actually go for a commander position in Big Mom's family. Maybe he marries into it as well. But I guess the Sun Pirates already married into it with Eldon, so Jinbei doesn't really need to marry into it. He just needs to rejoin the Sun Pirates. So even with all of that done, without any big third party, everything basically goes as planned. Only Luffy and the Straw Hats who went there, or like his allies who went there, made like this whole ruckus and chaos that was on the island. Without them, they could just have the party, the wedding and everything going on as completely planned. Well, that would be the case if there was not like one singular blonde cook. Yes, we are checking in on Sanji. Sanji, well, we haven't met him, like, the last time we talked about him was actually in the Baratie arc, way back in the East Blue Saga. And he cooked there for a whole time. I guess he's a bit stronger than at the time in the Baratie, because, like, they fought against the whole people of, like, Don Creek and other people who were there, so maybe he still continued training his cooking, but he also focused a bit more on training his physical abilities with Seth together. So maybe he knows Diablo Jambe, but even if he doesn't, he's still a bit stronger than the one we met at Baratie, but he's not as strong as the canon Sanji would be at the current point, after the time skip obviously. So Sanji is back, like, looking roughed up. You know the full stuff. Sanji is over there beaten up by his brothers, and his sister basically takes care of him. His father beat him up as well, like looking down on him. This time he didn't even hold up like as well as he did in the canon version, so he got defeated even worse and he's like very badly hurt. And Reiju takes care of him. So she's the only one who really cares about him, and it's been a long time since his family abandoned him, so it's not the best reunion with a family, but he never really expected to have a nice reunion with everybody here. So while Reiju takes care of him, they talk about the whole thing with Big Mom's family and how Sanji is going to marry into that, but that Judge actually wants to betray Big Mom and like kill her and take over the Big Mom crew, I think. I think that was his plan. So we learn about all of that, and that leads us into the Sanji flashback where we learn about his past and everything. And followed by this child flashback, we would see an original flashback where Sanji is on the Baratie just cooking with everybody, and then I don't know if Big Mom's people would have sent someone or if the Germa people would have sent people. I would have guessed that it's more likely for the Germa to send their people there. So the Germa people go to the Baratie. Maybe they don't even care about everything and destroy already some parts of it. And I don't want to say they kill some of the cooks, but they are pretty cruel. So it could be the case that they might kill some of the cooks, or they just go in there and very badly hurt some of the cooks, maybe even Seth himself. So very like unwillingly, reluctantly, Sanji joins them and just said to protect all of the people, like protect Seth, protect Patty, protect all the other people who work there. He would go with them. He would follow into the marriage even if he doesn't want to. He's still a gentleman, and like marriage with a cute girl is probably something he would like even without the developments we've seen of like the Straw Hat Sanji, but that's a bit different case here. So after the shotgun wedding between Caribou and Prim, we are now proceeding into like between those two pretty people who are pretty much made for each other. Just look at them, like they are the perfect pairing. And even maybe his brother is going to marry someone in the future as well. Maybe they are going to become the next leaders of the Big Mom Pirates. Who knows? Maybe he's going to become a Yonka. Anyways, so after the shotgun wedding between those two, we are now proceeding to a bigger event. Like the marriage between Sanji and Pudding was very well planned, and it was like a very big event for the Big Mom Pirates because like of the intertwining of the Big Mom Pirates and the German 66. Because if those two powerhouses combine each other, Big Mom Pirates are going to be way more dangerous in the future. So at first it was like scheming on both sides. The German 66 wanted to kill Big Mom and her people or something like that and take over her power. They just wanted to use her in some ways. And Big Mom just wanted to kill everybody from the German 66 and get like their cloning technology, their raid suit technology and all these different things. But now Sanji is there. At first Big Mom also wanted to kill Sanji because the marriage was just a ploy like to get the technology, like I said. But this like changes a bit, obviously, because Pudding is as first also only plays like loving Sanji and wants to kill him just because her mother tells her to do so, but she actually falls in love with Sanji the more she spends time with him. So one night Sanji visits Big Mom. Sanji visits her wanting to talk about a few things, like about his family, about the marriage and everything. Like he is completely honest here because he knows that he talked with Gin. I think his name was Gin, like from the Baratie arc, the guy with the clubs and everything, who was like the second in command of the Dawn Creek Pirates or his armada. He talked with him, and he was a nice person actually. Like, he knows the pirates are not all evil. Seth was a pirate, so he knows that not all of them are evil. So he tries his chances and is completely honest with Big Mom, telling her about the plans of the German 66, telling about his past as a cook and working on a Baratie, which is a famous restaurant, so probably Big Mom heard about it before. So he tells her about everything. He just enters there and says something like, "Bonjour, mademoiselle. I've come with a meal and a proposal." So he prepared a full 4-course meal, presenting like how well he can cook, to show Big Mom what his abilities are and that he's worthy to like at least let live or like join the family and help him. So Sanji wants to backstab the Germa. He wants to tell Big Mom that Germa just are after her powers and like her abilities and all these different things, and that's why he tells her to like maybe help him with his revenge story or something, even if it's family. He understands, but these guys betrayed him, they abandoned him, and his real family is not necessarily blood related, but the people he actually cares about are somewhere else. And Big Mom understands that. She got raised by someone who's not blood related. She knows how it is to be raised by someone who's not blood related, who's not their actual parents, and what their connection can actually be. So I feel like Big Mom could sympathize with Sanji in this case. So we just see that she will help him. But obviously there's like this thing that Sanji knows that his sister helped him in escaping when he was younger, and she also took care of him when he got hurt right now by his twin brothers and all these things. So he would at least tell like, I don't care about my brothers or my father, but I want to give at least my sister a chance to like join me. So when the fight against the Germa happens, Sanji is probably going to approach Reiju and is going to ask her if she wants to leave her family. I'm really not sure how Reiju would react to this or how she would answer, because Reiju seems like she doesn't like the cruel like personality of her brothers or like her father, but she also is not like she's not the normal one as well. So she still has some of the Germa blood in her, so I don't know if she cares about her family enough to like not betray them and go with Sanji, but we will see how it is. What is your opinion on that? What would Reiju probably do here? I really don't know. So anyways, all of that happens, and Sanji just wants to get a second chance, and Big Mom probably would welcome him because he's like a talented cook and he knows what it means to have family and a restaurant and all these different things that he has. And she would have defeated the Germa anyways. That was her plan all the time. She wanted the technology, right? So she would have destroyed them anyways. But this time she also gained Sanji as an ally and an actual child for her. So she might play it off as an accident where like Judge dies and the brothers die, but only Sanji and his sister remain, so Sanji becomes the new king of the Germa 66. I don't know if he would like that, but if he would like be only a stand-in king, so that he or Reiju would be the queen or something, so that's only a stand-in to at least make the Germa still controlled in some sense, but not controlled by Judge anymore. So that's probably how it would go down. So now the wedding starts. The wedding is pretty basic. At first nothing happens, and then Beige's plan happens, which is like really not important. Just look at the stupid smile that he does. He just gets knocked out. I'm not even sure. He doesn't need katakuri, he doesn't need smoothie, he doesn't need cracker. Sanji is obviously not the one who does it, but even someone like Tamago or so would be able to defeat that guy. So We don't care about that. He won't be able to shoot the picture of Mother Caramel and all of these different things. Just skip over that part. We don't need him here. So now we come to the thing. There was one problem. The night before, so the night where Sanji talked with Big Mom, that was the night before the wedding. And Big Mom is not the smartest tool in the shed, so she forgot to tell Pudding that their plan changed. So Pudding still wants to shoot at Sanji with this special gun that they have that has like bullets that is made to penetrate the skin of German 66 people. But she reveals her third eye and Sanji is like, oh, you're so beautiful, and that just makes her fall in love. Like, how can you love me even with this ugly third eye? And we know how it went down. So basically she drops the gun even before like Big Mom and the other people could react. So she drops the gun and they proceed with the normal marriage. So people are just confused at the moment for now why she pulled out the gun, but maybe that's just how the Big Mom people have a marriage. We don't know how they do their things here. We don't judge. So after the marriage, the Germa people, like the whole thing with Germa goes down, where they want to fight against, like, want to slowly betray Big Mom, but because Sanji already told her about everything, she's just going to do their own thing. She's going to destroy them, like, slowly, and maybe she's going to get the technology, Sanji is going to become a new king, and all these different things. So even though Bijou is like in prison now, she still has Caesar as a scientist. So she has Caesar as a scientist and the German 66 scientists. We know that Judge was a very good scientist, but I'm pretty sure that the German 66 had other scientists as well, and it wasn't only Judge, so that it would still probably work somewhat, or they would like have the documents that Judge used, so that Caesar could continue his work, or some other scientist from the Germa could continue the work. We have enough. But now, with the cloning technology from Germa, the raid technology from Germa, and Big Mom's soul powers, she's going to be an even stronger Yonko than she was before, even more menacing than we know her. Just imagine Big Mom in a raid suit, or like Katakuri in a raid suit. Oh my god, like these guys would be, they would be more than top tier probably. So Sanji sends a letter to the Bharati. He sends a letter telling him like how he got actually married and he now has a family he can live with, not like his normal family but another family, and he's going to continue living with his wife here at Whole Cake Island for some time. So while this is going on, he's going to live there, but he's probably going to visit them in the future, maybe together with Pudding and stuff. Maybe they can talk about him opening up a side branch of the Bharati over at like Whole Cake Island. All these different things are possibilities. But because Sanji is now an actual family of like the Big Mom, the Charlotte family, I don't know if his name is going to change from Windsmoke Sanji to Charlotte Sanji. I'm not sure how that is going to be, or if we got Windsmoke, what's her name? Windsmoke Pudding. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that. And it's most likely that Sanji is going to change his name because he doesn't want the Windsmoke name, but that's like not really that important. While Sanji is there, he obviously grows in a lot of abilities. So he will train with Oven or other people, and that's where he, at least at the latest, will get his fireballs with his Diable Jumper, maybe a fire-based other attack or something. Because the Big Mom people can teach him a lot. Not only in the fighting power section, but also like in the cooking section. He's already a good cook, probably one of the best cooks in the series. But he still doesn't know everything there is, so the cooks from Toddland can teach him even more, improving his culinary abilities, making him an even more like recognized by Big Mom for being a very, very good cook. He will learn both type of sake, that much is obvious, and all in all, Big Mom Pirates now just have another new member with high potential. So not only do they have the Bloody Ocean Koribu and the Swamp Hero Karibu, they also now have the Red Leg, no, it was Black Leg I think, like Sanji, who's going to work there as a cook but also as a fighter, like secondary play based. And basically we end the arc with Sanji and Seth giving out their food. Sanji is going to give it out like a small restaurant he works together with Pudding right now, and Seth over at the Bharati. We see this nice parallel of both of them working there. Both of them are happy what they are doing and just live a good life. it's a happy end for one of the Straw Hats, and we didn't believe it was possible because most of them are dead. So I'm happy for Sanji because he's actually one of my favorite Straw Hats, even though he has this pervy side which is a bit annoying, but he's still a great character overall. So I would say this has been this next part of Big Mom's Island, the next part of Whole Cake Island, and next week we're probably going to see what Maria is going to do. Oh, until then, I hope all of you are going to stay safe, stay hot, and stay cultured. So, Pyro out.